Well, it has been a long time since I've posted a video. 9 months to be exact, and I think I started my last video similar to this, talking about how I haven't made a video, and we'll just see how we go from here on out. But fear not, I actually have a plan. I'm going to make more videos. More videos about what? Well, you've probably read the title, and similar to the last video, I am going to be reviewing wrestling figures. That's right, wrestling figure review, and we're starting with these two bad boys here. Bam! Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. Before I get into that though, I just want to touch on the fact that I have over 100 subscribers, which is unreal. I mean, I'm sure to some other people it's absolutely minuscule and probably not even noteworthy. But to me, for someone who's made videos only here, there, you know, pretty much my channel's on life support. It doesn't really have a strong following, and rightfully so. But I just want to say, for the people that are subscribed, and are probably watching this video as a shock, as like, who is this guy in my sub box? Thank you for being subscribed, and more importantly, if you could comment why you subscribed. I mean, I'm gonna guess it might have to do with my PSP unboxing video. That was my most popular one to date. Or it could have been something else. I don't know. Please comment as to why you're subscribed. That would be great. Always love feedback. Cannot stress that enough. But without further ado, let's get into the review. And here we are. Here are the figures in question today. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. Super excited to have these in my possession right about now, especially because I picked them up from my local Kmart for a steal at $29. That's 29 Australian dollars. Do the currency conversion if you will. Before I get into the review a little bit further, I just want to say I'm doing this completely freehand. There is no tripod, so to speak, so you'll just have to deal with the camera. Hopefully it's not too shaky. I am getting a tripod, so hopefully that should be here by the time I do my next video. It's on the way from eBay as we speak. But yeah, so I picked these up from my local Kmart. What's been really weird is WWE figures are very few and far between here in Australia, and I have no idea why. It just seems like they are very sporadic, and especially those of the elite variety. It's just incredibly rare that we get them, and when I saw these sitting on the shelves, I had to pick them up. Despite already having an AJ Styles figure, I was like, why not? So, yeah, I don't know if anyone can relate to that, or if anyone from Australia is watching this right about now and knows what's up, but department stores, or at least local department stores like Kmart, Target, Big W, which is the Australian equivalent of Walmart, they don't get WWE figures all that often. So the last time I saw some in stock was about 6 months ago. What's up with that? In the words of the Hurricane over there. And by the way, I hope you guys are enjoying the nice backdrop of my figures on display here. This is not, of course, all of them, but it's the ones that I've chosen to put on display. But anyway, none of that matters. Let's take a look at the box. The box in this new style, sleek packaging. AJ Styles, his career highlights are as such WWE Champion and United States Champion. That's quite impressive for someone who hasn't been in the company all that long. Well, not as long as most of other wrestlers that are on the roster. Then, of course, we've got Samoa Joe. He is an NXT Champion and a Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament winner. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Quite impressive resumes for these former TNA wrestlers, now turned WWE. And I love this new packaging. Also in the series, we've got Roman Reigns, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I really wanted these two figures. Unfortunately, they were not on the shelf. Only these first four were on the shelf, but oh well. I already have a Roman Reigns, so I definitely wasn't picking up another. I don't know if I mentioned it, I do have a AJ Styles figure. I have another one, but you know what? You can never have enough AJ Styles figures, so hey, why not get this one as well? Anyway, that's the packaging. You're probably bored of hearing me talk. Let's get them outside the said packaging with the trusty Swiss Army knife. Shout out to Switzerland as always. Let's get into this. Alright, starting things off, let's get a look at Samoa Joe. There you see that awesome snarling face scan. Looks great, and honestly, out of all the other Samoa Joe figures I've seen, by Mattel. This one really takes the cake. It is by far the best and the most accurate to the real life Samoa Joe himself. The towel, I can confirm, is actually rubber, and it's just got this sculpted on stitching look to it, which I think is absolutely awesome. You know, at first I was a bit skeptical about getting a rubber accessory. I'd much rather it be cloth, but in the case of this towel, I think it looks really good, and the fact that it just sits in place as it does makes for an excellent display piece. As I use most of my figures, most of them are just on display, as you can see here. Which brings me to my next point. You see these feet? They're flat. And with enough time and patience, you can pose figures as such. Here you go, my Macho Man Randy Savage collection. Quite perfectly on their own. So these display stands that they come with, I think are pretty much pointless. You know, I guess it's better to get something as opposed to nothing with these figures, but in my own opinion, if I had it my way, I would much rather have a Build-A-Figure accessory, which would make me much more inclined to buy the whole entire series, which means much more money for Mattel. It's win-win. I don't know why they don't do that. They have done it before in the past, but for some reason we're stuck with these display stands. I don't really use them, but like I said, something is better than nothing, right? Well, anyway, this is the figure. The towel is awesome. The shirt, let's get a close-up of the shirt here. It says, the uninevitable Samoa Joe, take what's mine. Probably can't see all that too well, especially because it's in such little text, and it's in black, grey, and white. But I assure you, that is what it says. The shirt was a stretch to get on, and I mean that in every stretch of the imagination. Oh, take a look at that. Now, it didn't go on flush straight away, and it's barely sitting on as we speak, but with some patience, I'm able to get it sitting right, and I suppose when I have this figure as a display piece, it doesn't really matter all that much, but for the most part, you really have to stretch the cloth shirt to get it on him. Obviously, it wasn't made for his body type, but, you know, like I said, if you, with enough time and patience, you can get it looking just right, like I have here. You see the green and black trunks, the black knee braces, the black boots. It's Samoa Joe, by far Mattel's best version of him yet. So now, let's take a look at AJ Styles. Okay, and here we have AJ Styles. Once again, another flawless head scan. Really captures AJ Styles, and I will be doing a comparison of my other AJ Styles figure. But as you see here, the blue, the black, the white, it all pops, and it's a great traditional AJ Styles figure. The accessories, of course, that you get with it are this rubber jacket with a hood up or down, which you can attach to this right here. But before I get into the figure, this jacket is amazing because the detail, with the decal on the back, the little silver stones that have been painted individually, it's amazing. I really like it, and it's a notch above the previous figure, which once again, we will see very shortly. There you have the display stand. Anyway, moving on, AJ Styles. Phenomenal one on the boots, as always. On the side here, you have the P1 logo. Mine, of course, is a little bit scuffed. The paint isn't quite up to par. Not quite really great in quality, but you know what? It ain't nothing that a ballpoint permanent marker can't fix. So, I'll try and fix that. Not a huge deal breaker. And of course you have the Japanese symbols on the other side here of his attire. And I just noticed there a little bit of the belt there not quite lining up. But once again, it's a minor flaw. It's not really something that stands out and makes this a game breaker. For this figure, AJ Styles tattoo. Awesome. And then of course you have the P1 on the logo of the elbow pad, if my camera would want to focus. Come on, you know you want to focus. You know you want to... Oh, there we go. No, come on. Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. Come on. Focus. I'm not letting you get away. You will focus. So close, come on. I don't know why this is important to me, but I must make this thing focus. Hang on. Can I do it manually if I tap my camera? Oh yeah, I can. There we go. You learn something new every single day. Oh yeah, so P1 on the elbow pad. That was a bit of a waste of time. Anyway, to wrap up this review, let's get a look at the other AJ Styles figure. As I mentioned before, there he is. Now, his jacket, a little bit different. I don't know if it's more accurate for the time, but it actually doesn't have any decals on the back. However, you do have the P1 logo, which is just on the opposite leg as opposed to the newer figure. P1 logo on the elbow pad, looking great. This time, instead of some Japanese symbols, it is the club logo. And you know what? For both of these figures, they both feature the awesome AJ Styles on the gloves in little text. I think that's really cool. You know, like I said, it's the little details that really make these figures pop. Now, as you can see, this figure has a different head scan as well as a different colored attire. This being of the black, silver, and white variety. This being, as mentioned, of the blue, white, and black variety. But honestly, they're both two really cool AJ Styles figures. I do prefer this one a little bit better. The head scan just looks a little bit better. Not to mention the hair just seems a little bit more sculpted on and has a cool glossy look to it, as you can see there in the light. This one, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's AJ Styles, but yeah, I just prefer this one more. But either way, it's AJ Styles. He's going to be a Hall of Famer one day, no doubt about it. And why not have two figures of his? Well, anyway, I'll just wrap this review up in saying thanks for watching. And I'll show you the two figures as they are here, standing side by side. If you did enjoy this review, well, feel free to let me know. As I mentioned before, feedback is always and greatly appreciated. But most importantly, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.